one really easy thing you can do at home if you have a food scale is do a little activity on accuracy and precision. Even without the food scale, you can talk about accuracy and precision. So you may not know that there's a difference between being accurate and precise. And so precise is when you continue to get the same result. Accurate is when your result is close to the target that it should be at. So like, for example, if you're taking your child's temperature, they might have a precise temperature at 100 degrees if you take their temperature every day and their temperature is 100 degrees. But it wouldn't be an accurate temperature if you want them to not have a fever, right? If you want to be taking their body temperature, you want to be hitting around 98, 97. That would be accurate, right? Like getting close to what the normal target body temperature would be. Then ideally when you're running an experiment, you want it to be precise and accurate, meaning you're getting the same results over and over again and they're close to the target that you want to be hitting. So this is a really fun diagram that you can draw with your kids. You can have them draw a target and talk about being precise and accurate. You can have them perform a certain task, like a timed activity or something, and see if they can get accurate or precise results every time. And then one thing I like to talk about with accuracy as it pertains to food is the difference between volumetric and weight measurements. And so in our kitchen, when we cook, we're accustomed to using measures of volume, like a cup or a tablespoon measure. And these are usually less accurate and precise than a measurement of weight. And so if you have a kitchen scale, this is a really fun activity that you can do. It doesn't matter what you choose to measure in your home. You can measure water, you can measure rice or cereal, anything that you can easily scoop that you just have lying around. And you can invite your kids to take a cup measure and each take turns measuring out a cup. Teach them about how it might be a good idea to level off, or maybe you want to wait for them to see the difference in their results before you teach them how to appropriately level things off. But anyway, they can take several measurements and agree that they know what a cup looks like. And then you can say, okay, well, let's measure again. Take a cup measurement and let's have child number one weigh their measurement. And then you can write that down in secret so nobody else knows what they're aiming for. And then you could have child number one do it again 5 times, or you could have all of your children cycle through. But in any case, you can scoop out a cup measure multiple times and weigh it and see the different weights that you're coming up with, right? Another thing you can do is the same thing with a tablespoon and do it the same amount of times you did it with a cup measure. And then you can compare and see, first of all, you will see differences in the weights. Even someone who is practiced at getting a precise measurement of rice in a cup is going to come away with a different weight of rice every time, because the rice is going to settle differently in this cup container every time. And so you might get 10 extra grains of rice in 1 cup, even if it is exactly filling this cup, right? But you can tell that there'll be a bigger gap between the results in your cup measurement, because there's literally more room for error in this cup measurement, whereas in your tablespoon there might be variation, but probably not quite as much because it's less space. And that's a great activity to do: accuracy, precision, weights, and measures.